Hi all, Planetside Agent here, down on the river again this morning. It's been a few days. I think today's Monday and the last time I was out was Thursday. So yeah, I can sure feel the my paddling muscles from last Thursday, even though it's been, what, 4 days. But it's as you get older, you don't snap back. We're kind of like an old bungee cord, you know. When it's young, it's really taut and snaps right back, and as you get older, it is kind of limp. But oh well, I guess as long as you're above ground, that's always good. So anyway, the reason I'm doing this one, it's kind of a repeat. It's not, hopefully not a repeat, but when I went over the one I made the other day, I realized that there's a few things here on the boat I really didn't explain. It just kind of went over real quick. So I thought just this morning I'll make a quick one and show you a little bit more of what I have here on my little console of the kayak, and kind of discuss some of those items. So, and then I don't know if I'll add more later on. You never know, or I never know. You'll know because you'll be watching the video. But anyway, so get my coffee cup out of the way, and I guess to start with, let's see. Nice and sunny today. Oh yeah, it's really pan up over here. It's another great morning. Lots of birds. And, I've been watching here. But anyway, I'll go back here to the boat. I have a whistle here, and then hopefully everybody knows why you have a whistle anyway in the wild, because I'll just say it again anyway. You know, it's a whistle to get attention if you're in trouble. A whistle is going to be a lot louder and you know, than shouting. It's going to carry further than shouting, and you know, after a while when you shout, you're going to run out. And with a whistle, I mean, you can even make it, you know, sound even with your dying breath. So it's definitely the way to go. And I always carry a whistle. I have one in my, you know, more for survival emergency, in my little bag in the back of the boat. But sometimes you're on the river, you know, with boats, fishing boats and stuff, run up and down the river, or jet skis. You know, sometimes the guys aren't all paying attention, and you can never really guarantee the sobriety of them either. It seems to me that for a while there, I thought that, you know, power boats wouldn't run without alcohol. But anyway, I think people are better about it than they used to be. But back to the whistle. So I decided, you know, if I'm out here paddling around and some guy's, you know, not paying attention, blowing up the river, and not seeing me, that this might be my last hope, and I'll have it just right in my hand, and I can just pull this baby out and start blowing my brains out on it. So so that, yeah, I was gonna comment it, it'd be hard to miss this big red boat. But on the other hand, if they have their head down, you know, playing with tackle or whatever, drop something, they might not see me, or they might drift over toward me. So I decided I better put one close at hand. I really didn't. I could put it around my neck, but you know, this, if I see somebody coming, I can quickly just grab this baby. It's got a clip on it, and blow on it. Yeah, I bought a whole bunch of these on eBay. They were pretty cheap, and I give a few away to friends that weren't smart enough to carry a whistle and things like that. So next on the agenda, I meant comment that in this in the little hatch that comes with the console on the Pango Wilderness boat, I had a pair of cheap binocs, and I have them out today because I've been watching some birds, and I was thinking I should have brought my better binocs. I have some Nikons that are about this size. They're really good for whatever, but these are the ones that, these are some cheap, I got at Harbor Freight for probably about 10 bucks, and they do the job, and nothing wrong with them. But I leave these in the car, so that with the thought that if they get stolen, I'm not out. You know, the Nikons cost me a lot more than these guys. So, and I just throw them in the boat here. Sometimes I want to look at something on the water. I'm not out on a particular birding trip or something like that. So, like I say, they do the job. They're cheap, and you know, if I drop them in the water or whatever, I'm not out big bucks. In other words, I won't be crying all the way home. Okay, now in the hatch here, what I got in here, see if I can show this. Yeah, it's kind of tricky because I have to bend way forward to get up here. But there's the case for the binocs. But some other items I keep in, I mentioned last time, my antacids, because I've got, like I said, chronic heartburn. Runs in the family. We got kind of acid reflux. My dad had it, I got it, my daughter has it, so oh joy. And then I've got, I got a little power bar thing in case I get hungry. Always good to have a little bit of food with you, especially burst of energy. And then I got a handkerchief, which you should always have a handkerchief. As my dad always said, a gentleman always carries a handkerchief. I put this one up front because usually I carry them in my back pocket, but it's kind of hard to get into your pockets when you're sitting down in the boat, so I just threw it up here for whatever you need one for. Usually, I got allergies too, so a lot of times my nose is running, so I gotta have one. Like I say, I've been carrying a handkerchief since grade school, and because my dad always carried them, and he had a saying. But I started in grade school one time because I at the tail end of a cold and I sneezed, and man, I threw out a big snot wad all over, down my nose and in front of my lip and mouth, and I was pretty embarrassed about that because what do? You're sitting in the middle of class, teacher. Maybe I didn't have sleeves on that day, I don't know, but I thought, you know what, that's kind of embarrassing. Dad gave me a handkerchief and I've been carrying them ever since. And yeah, you never know, wipe your brow. Sometimes you get sweat on drips down in your eyes. It's nice to be able to wipe that out. And some of you guys know that there's 101 uses for a handkerchief or a chamois. Or anyway, let's see what else we got. So that's what I usually carry in here, and of course the phone goes in there. And I say it is watertight. It's got a rubber gasket and a seal on it. So yeah, let's see, what else did I forget to mention the other day? Like I say, it's another awesome day. It's starting to really warm up. It's kind of had a little bit of a breeze, and it was Arctic, kind of an Arctic feel to it. Kind of bit in, so I put on my jacket. Now, sitting here in the sun out of the wind, I'm starting to get hot. I could rustle this jacket off, but then I'll go out in the main channel where there's a little bit of breeze, and I'll probably freeze. Anyway, let's see. I've been at this thing for 7 minutes, so I think that's it. I guess, like I say, if I think of something else to tell you, I'll fire this up again. So until then, bye. Back again. As I was patrolling the shoreline here in the little bay off the slough, I thought I'd just add a couple more comments about handkerchiefs since I got on the subject. And one thing I was going to point out, I do, when I'm outdoors, hiking, skiing, etc., I always take 2 handkerchiefs. One for my nose, because I don't have to wipe my brow with a snotty handkerchief, and the other one is just for wiping sweat off my brow or whatever. So usually in town I just carry the one. But let's see, what was it? So another thing I was going to say about the handkerchief. Rats. Forgot what it was. But anyway, a little view of the slough in here. It's a pretty darn nice day. So I guess that's it for right now. Well, I was going to head back and take out the boat, but I looked across the river there. I pulled out here, stretched my legs, and then I looked across the river, and there's a big old tow truck at the boat ramp, and it looks like there was a big snag hung around one of the pylons that they used for the dock, which they haven't put quite in yet. But it looks like they're trying to pull that snag off of there, so it's going to be kind of dangerous way for me to try to take out. So I'll just sit here, enjoy a little bit more of the morning, wait for them to move on, then I'll head back in. So. Okay, well, I think I'll wrap this up for today, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.